Hi everyone, Gomer here, back with another video, guys. I'd like to thank you for going on another adventure with me today. And in this one, we are playing in the Coccodrillo. It's the Tier 10 Italian loot box tank, guys, from the Christmas holiday ops that just passed. This is a tank, one of the tanks that I think the only one that I didn't get was the German tank destroyer out of the Christmas loot boxes. So this is one of the tanks that cost me an arm and a leg to get. And I've got some other videos coming with some of the other loot box tanks, but this one we're playing Coccodrillo. So it obviously features the Italian auto reloading, I believe is how you say it, feature, where as soon as you fire a shell, it is loading the next shell. It kind of carries like a clip. You can fire 3. The more you fire, the slower the reload is, if that makes sense. An unlucky shot there on that Ares as I bounce. That tank is very good, and I wish I would have hit 2 of them at least. And he lands a lucky shell back on me, and the RNG factor takes over and my shell duffs into the ground, despite the fact that I'm fully aimed in. So, but yeah, as back to the auto reloader, if you fire 2 out of your 3 rounds, means it takes the longest reload time. If you only fire 1, that's the shortest reload time, if that makes sense. So, but I love the Italian tanks. I like my auto-loading tanks, period. So, yeah, I'm definitely a fan of this thing. It has a weird sloped armor, which allows it to take some dogfights, some firefights that otherwise it shouldn't really be able to take. So, we'll kind of come around this corner here, and I'm a little upset with this Ares 90, the shot that he landed on me. And the fact that he got away with me really taking a ton of health points off him. So, but unfortunately they've kind of taken the damage away, and rightfully so. Don't leave tanks on the board. Guns on the board means more opportunity to be shot at. So, and of course this TVP, he's a burst damage tank too, so I really want him gone, especially if I'm exposing my sides or my lower plate like I am and kind of driving out in the open. So, but you know, guys, I kind of wanted to touch base on my name, my gamer tag here. It kind of goes back to the Call of Duty time. Being patient here, poking around this rock. Wild E5 spotted in the back, but it goes back to my time at Call of Duty, and I wanted kind of a raw military style name for Call of Duty, and I was a big fan of Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. Very adult film, probably one of the most graphic war depicted movies, wartime films that's ever been made. So Lee Ermey does a stellar job, but Gomer is kind of a dopey character that gets picked on and then eventually turns into, you know, basically a maniac. So that's kind of what I went with, and I've kind of just stuck with it ever since, and over time people just began to just refer to me as Gomer. So that's the history of my gamer tag and my name, and this goes back to, oh gosh, Call of Duty. I think Black Ops was when I got really big into it. So, and this is, guys, late game like this. I mean, I've been very fortunate in this Coccodrillo to not really run into a lot of tanks frontally. That Ares was about the only one. Otherwise, we're gonna catch a lot of tanks from behind, and we're gonna kind of catch them slipping here. Try and farm as much extra damage as we possibly can. I think that guy was focusing me, which was probably his biggest mistake. Probably best if we drive down in this dip and try to avoid damage as much as possible. I can't believe he penned that shot on me. I probably exposed my low plate a little too much. He's at 50B though, so he's got more shells. And oh man, I should have been there to punish him. That's my fault for backing up that far, especially considering I have the armor. I could have stayed in place, and he wouldn't have been so cheeky to push. And he knows I'm an auto reloader. That guy's obviously looking for me, and I'm not going to give him that free side shot. That's just not going to happen. Got to be a little bit aggressive here. The damage is starting to come off the board, so... Oh, that's unfortunate. Although it is a Kara 1, there's a lot of spaced armor on the side of that tank. I don't know if I'd be able to pen him even on my best day, so... Perfect. I'm actually get a kill down, and this is going to hurt. Oh, boy. Yeehaw! Only 900. Very lucky there. Very, very lucky, guys. He could have really done more damage to me. I got very fortunate. Lucky that I'm still on the board, and he is probably a little sour, a little salty about it. I didn't really get much of a choice. It was out in the open. I couldn't back up over the hill in time. Coccodrillo is not exactly known for its speed, so... but I don't think I'm going to try and push him again. That was not necessarily a mistake. I shouldn't have been so aggressive, I guess, but very well played by him to be that aggressive and no one to push me. This is a surprise for this guy. He did not expect me there, especially from where I was a moment ago. This is where I am using the only mobility that the Coccodrillo has versus a heavy tank. This is a very, very good tank. And this is my opportunity to get revenge. See ya, buddy. Enjoy the garage. And guys, that's it for this one. We'll catch you in the next video.